Hello everyone, my name is Gavin, and this will be a video on how to make a game where your player will walk around and collect 3 different items, and once he collects all 3, it's going to open a door, but in this case we're just going to have an object barricading a section, just delete. And I won't be using any Python, and I'm just going to get started. So to start off, let's right click on this camera, hit X delete, and right click on this light, hit X delete, and right click on this cube right here, and let's select Blender Game right here, and change his character physics. Changes physics to character and actor with the physics tab selected. So if we hit P to play, if I can drag this in again, my mistake. So if we hit P to play, we can see the cube is just going to drop. Click on the materials tab and let's make the character blue like this, and let's rename our cube as player. Or as I should do, player like this. Alright. Let's now go from defaults to game logic and stay in Blender Game, and let's add a player character property to our cube, player like this, and add another integer property and call this count. And what we're going to do is for this video, what we're just going to do is we're just going to have 3 objects appear in front of our player. So just add one keyboard sensor. I'll call it forward. I'll name it as W, or the key will be W. And let's add a motion actuator. And let's have 0.1 on the y-axis, the positive y-axis. Connect these like this. Hit Shift and C to bring our crosshair back to the middle. And do spacebar and then add a plane. Hit S and then let's say 10. Drag this plane down. So we should see we can move our cube forward like this. Alright, now that we have that, let's add 3 different objects. And what we're going to do is do spacebar and then add a cube. This cube right here will be our pickup item. I'll call it just like box or something like that. Let's have it have character physics as well. Make it an actor as well. And what we're going to do is actually change the color of this box to yellow. So materials tab, diffuse, and then yellow. And what we're going to do is add a property. Let's call this property icon. And what we're going to do is have it so that if it collides with the property player, which is our blue cube, so if there's a collision with the property player, I'll have tap selected. What we're going to do is have it send the message. Let's say pick up like this. It's going to send that message, and then it's going to edit object, then end object. So if we connect these like this, like that, we should see that if our player collides with it, it'll delete that cube like that. But since we sent the message pickup before it deleted itself, let's right click on our player right here and add a message sensor. This message sensor will have the property pickup like this. I'll have tap selected, and we're going to have it so it's going to add that property counts by 1. So add an actuator property, change the mode from assign to add, and let's have count, and let's have 1 like this. Minimize that and connect it like this. Click these 2 eyes and do game and then show debug properties. Hit P. And you can see when our player collides with it, count is going to go up by 1. Let's right click on this cube right here and do Shift and D to copy it. And Shift and D to copy it a 3rd time. So we can see it's now going to do 1, 2, 3. Okay, hit 7 to go in the top view. And right click on our plane like this. With our plane selected, hit New twice, or actually hit New to add a new material, and let's make this material, let's say green. But let's now go into edit mode like this, click face select mode, and we're now going to build our wall or our barricade. Hit A to select everything, and then do W and then subdivide a few different times like this. And select a portion of the map by hitting B and then dragging over it. B and drag over, B and drag over, and then do B and then drag over, but leave about 4 cubes in the middle at the top like this. Okay, and what we're going to do now is hit the plus sign to add a new material, And let's have this new material be, let's say, red. And with these faces still assigned, or with the faces still selected, hit assign and then hit E to extrude them. So hit E to extrude them. So from the top of our game view, it should look like this. Alright, so we should have our walls like that. Let's now add a wall over here by doing spacebar and then add a cube. This cube will be in the middle of our wall over here. I'll drag it out. Hit S and X to scale it out. I'll actually make it an actor really quick as well. And hit S and Z to scale it up. Okay. And now that we have that, what we're going to do is let's assign this maybe a color of, let's say, turquoise. And let's have it so that if we right-click back in our cube, if its count variable is equal to 3. So if we've picked up all the items, so let's have the count variable, so property sensor. If the count variable, or count game property, is equal to 3, so we picked up all the objects, we're going to shift and right-click on our cube over here. Actually, we'll just have it send a message from our player. So if our count property in our player is equal to 3, we're just going to send the message open. And if this door picks up the icon open, or if the message open is received, so if the message with the subject open is received, we are going to have it end the object. So edit object actuator, and then end object like this. Connect these like this. And if we hit P, we can see once it reaches 3, it's going to delete the door. Okay, guys, that is how you use. That is how you make a simple game based with objectives, where a door will open after you receive all the icons or objects. I hope you guys find this useful. And thanks for watching again.